Automatic parking technology. Assalamualaikum and hi. As the title selected, I am Shaheen bin Shaifuddin, P04120025, going to present the introduction part. Parking is the act of stopping and disengage a vehicle and leaving it unoccupied. As the number of cars increase on the road, become more difficult to find a parking space. However, the final option of parallel parking is usually a driver's worst nightmare because not only the driver's own skill but also the possibility of other drivers bumping into their parked vehicle. So the solution is to easier the human works. Engineers working on new technology of automatic parking is an autonomous car maneuvering system that moves a vehicle from a traffic lane into a parking spot. To perform parallel parking, perpendicular or angle park, the automatic parking system aims to enhance the comfort and safety of driving in constrained environment, where much attention and experience is required to steer the car. The parking maneuver is achieved by means of coordinated control of steering angle and speed, which take into account the actual situation in the environment. To ensure collision-free motion within the available space, the car is an example of non-monolithic system where the number of control commands available is less than number of coordination that represent its position and orientation. Next, we move to the next presenter.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is America bin Sharim. My metric number is B0418200015. Today I want to talk about the methodology. The method for automatic parking system is proposed based on the approach of piecewise smooth switching control algorithms for chain system that the corresponding system package is developed. There are three components to develop this parking system. First, we have the control law for the steering angle and the driving velocity. Second, we need to do the simulation. And third, algorithm for various kind of parking tasks under steering angle and parking space limitation. For the control approach, first we must have a kinematic model. For the derivation of equation, they use the four-wheel tire model. Next is the state transformation. In order to apply the approach of the piecewise smooth switching control algorithms for chain system to the control design of this parking system, the kinematic model is transformed into chain system first, which is canonical form for non-holonomic system. The third part of the control approach is the design of the control input. Design input are the physical and performance characteristics of a device that are used as a basis for this device design. Establish and maintain procedure for, in other words, is to ensure the requirements are appropriate by addressing user needs and intended use in terms that are measurable or can be calculated. For the fourth part of the control approach is the synthesis of input. Synthesis is a process of converting RTL to technology-specific gate level netlist. The goal of the synthesis is to get a gate level netlist by inserting clock, gates and logic optimization. Usually we can see it in a logic gate form. After we decide the control approach, we can do the simulation. This is to validate the proposed switching algorithm. Simulations are done by consideration of all control condition and equation. All related graph will be observed and used to generate parking algorithm. There are many simulation software that can be used, such as the MATLAB and the CarSim. Lastly, we can move to the parking algorithm. From the simulation result, a parking algorithm will be generated. The parameters is based on the car specs, such as the length of the car, width of the car, wheelbase, tread width, and the largest steering angle that can the car make. This algorithm is done to determine the desired trajectory for a car to make a park. All information will be stored in the ECU of a car and enable it to give an output from the input that sent from the sensor when the driver want to use this feature. This is the example of path and trajectory of parking type diagram. There are many types of parking, such as the parallel parking, column parking, and row parking. That's all for me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amir Hamzah bin Nadli Asmadi. Today I will present about the working principle of automatic parking system. Nowadays, people was having a hard time to park their car into a parking space. To solve this issue, automatic parking system was created. I will present how the system works on this video. There are 3 sensors in the car system. That is rear sensor, front sensor, and extra side sensor, which is function to measure the car parking space for the driver. When looking for the suitable space, just push the automatic button system. Make sure to keep the speed at below 40 km/h. When the system notices an empty slot, it will give a warning to the driver to stop. Then put the car into the reverse. After that, release the car steering and let the system do their works. The car sensor will tell when to turn. The system will also adjust the gap between the sidewalks and the car behind and front car to avoid any damage. Although the driver put the car in the driver mode, the car will also still straighten to help the driver fix the car into the parking slot. I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Irfan. I will present about working calculation. This is the kinematic model of a car in X and Y direction, and this is the formula for calculating the X, Y, and Phi in a rate. Next is state transformation. From the same diagram of model of a car in X and Y, we can calculate the coordinate and input transformation. Next, calculation of steerable wheel turn angle. The average wheel turn angle is denoted by delta W, and there's 2 ways to calculate it. This is the first formula, and this is the second one. By using the yaw rate, we can rearrange the formula to calculate the average wheel turn angle. This is how we detecting the size of parking space. The car is installed with 2 sensors at the front and at the rear. From the time taken of the sensor of the both sensor, we can calculate the length of the parking space. Then from the value of size of the parking, the car can then decide whether it is can or not parking in. If it is suit the size of the car, this is the formula to calculate the driving equation for the car. All of this formula must follow this parameter given. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Luqman Hakimi Zakaria. I'm going to present our project, which is an automatic parking technology. Okay. This project aims to have a systematic automatic parking technology implemented in all vehicles. Reduce time lost searching for parking means reduce risk of an accident. This is indeed an ongoing project. The World Better Place, an optical system installed in the car to see in the dark for easy parking where there is not enough light. Other than that, traffic jam and the insufficient parking efficiency can play a key role in helping alleviate the situation. It achieves this by diverting customers and allocating parking places more efficiently. The study conducted on all the sensor technology utilized in the automatic parking technology assists in making an in-depth analysis of each sensor strength and weakness. With sensor assist, it will be easier to driver to measure the parking space. The advantage of a visual-based system are tremendous, yet there are certain issues that which is implementation in a vehicle detection.